Hey, what's up, everybody? Monty back here at Collector of Stuff. Hoping everybody is having a good week so far. It's a Wednesday midweek. I've had several doctor's appointments and lots of things keeping me busy as I try to continue to recover from the open heart surgery. Hoping everybody is doing well. May is now upon us, and Free Comic Book Day came and went. For me, it came and went with a whimper. Was a little disappointed. I was happy for a bunch of you guys. I saw several videos. You guys were able to bring in quite a haul of free comic books and then took advantage of deals and things like that. I've actually not been feeling well, and going back through, my surgeon had warned me that I would be going through an extensive period of pain throughout my chest and my back and my sides and all that as the nerves that they cut began to wake up, as they called it. And now they're starting to feel again for the first time. It took them about 5 or 6 weeks to do that, and so it happened right like a free comic book day weekend. And so I just didn't feel like getting out Saturday at all. And my son, Josiah, he went out for me. He went out for himself as well, and he was actually able to. We only have one store, if you've heard me talk about before, local comic book shop, but he was able to go in a couple of times and pick up a few things for himself and for me. I don't know what it's like at your local store, but ours had a 3 comic book limit, and as far as the freebies go. And so I'd given him a whole list of things that I'd seen on your videos that I wanted him to look for and try to pick up, and he was only able to just get 3 of those for me. So was a little disappointing, but I'm grateful for what I got. Hey, they were free, so wasn't able to take advantage of any of the sales and discounts and things like that. So so like I said, Comic Book Day came and went with a whimper for me, but hey, got some other stuff I wanted to share with you, and I'm going to make a second video today. I've been tagged in a video, and I'm going to do that one separately. Try to make that happen later today as well. So what were the 3 books that I got at the local comic book shop? I picked up, or my son picked up for me, the Marvel Secret Wars #0. I haven't had a chance to read any of these yet. Been trying to catch up on some other stuff, and gotten into some other kind of reading I'll show you here in a minute as well. But I did pick up the Marvel Secret Wars #0. Most everybody picked this up as well. I'm a huge closet Sonic the Hedgehog fan. I love Sonic, and so he picked up the Sonic book for me, as well as the Scooby-Doo teammate. I really wanted the Bob's Burger book, and I didn't get that one. So maybe at my used bookstore warehouse I'll be able to find that. It won't be free, but I might be able to pick it up for 25 cents or something like that if I want to. I see a lot of the free comic books there, from time to time. So anyways, those were the 3 books that he picked up, and I was pleased with his choices there for me. So like I said, came and went with a whimper. No big deal. Okay, but what other stuff have I picked up to read? Got a few things that were pretty cool. I'd actually ordered this giant size Captain America. This is, as you can see, Stan Lee and Jack Kirby at their greatest. That's right. This is the giant size #1 Captain America from 1975. You can see on the first page there. I've been looking into collecting a few of these giant size. I'd never really invested in these. And this is not anywhere near a mint condition book, but it's in pretty fair shape. I was disappointed that it didn't come bagged and boarded, so I've got to do that. And actually, the seller was a little late in getting it to me. It was past due arrival. This was an eBay purchase, so I sent them a message, and they were apologetic. And somehow it had gotten past them. They had forgotten to send it out when they were supposed to. So, in addition to that, they sent me a freebie Captain America number 230, but it's in pretty pitiful shape. It's got a really bad tear here in the front, and the first couple of pages looks like some kind of a sharp knife edge or something went through that. But this is number 230. This is Roger Stern. Sal Buscema did the artwork for it, and I like that ad right on the inside cover for an energized Spider-Man toy. That would be cool to have. I like that. But anyway, this is from 1978. Yeah, it's in pretty rough shape, but they threw it in for free. It's still readable. Wow. Show you how old this is. Look here. Remember when Kiss, the members of Kiss, did their 4 solo albums? Yeah, I remember when those came out. That was a pretty big deal. Well, there's an ad for them. Apparently, those had just come out. And of course, the 100 Toy Soldier box. Captain Strangelove has one of those. Someday I'd love to see if I could find one of those. Maybe some eBay seller's got one, just for nostalgia's sake, on there. So anyway, yeah, got the giant size Captain America number 1 there. So I was pleased to pick that up. Yeah, I've been trying to work on Mickey Mouse adventures, getting the first dozen or so, and picked up issue number 3 and number 8, and I believe that does give me the first 12 issues of the Mickey Mouse Adventures, and there's a brand new Mickey Mouse coming out soon. They're actually releasing, I think, 3 or 4 different titles. Mickey Mouse is going to be one of those. I'm going to get it, because I like Mickey Mouse. Don't know about you, but I like Mickey Mouse. They started with Uncle Scrooge, I think, but I'm not big into Uncle Scrooge. I like Mickey Mouse, so can't wait for that. Who's doing that? I believe it's IDW. Is it IDW that's doing that, I think? The new Disney stuff. IDW, my list of IDW books keeps increasing all the time that I'm reading. I'm quite happy with what they're doing. I'll get a sip of water there and chew the ice. Also picked up another big stack of Wizard magazines. You guys know I'm a Wizard fan. I still enjoy going back through and seeing what was popular 25 years ago, and there's still some great articles in there. The artwork is great. There's interviews with artists, so it's fun to go back, and I'm usually able to pick these up for less than $2 a piece. So it's a nice way to go back and kind of reread, what was going on in comics back in the 25 years ago, back in the 90s. And so forth and early 2000s. And like I said, there's great artwork in there. The price guides are sometimes fun to look at as well. But picked up a whole stack of those. This was number 18. You can see for yourselves who all is on the covers. This was volume 22. This was 34. Uh, 65. 70. I like that. Bulk cover. And I like this one as well. This is number 78. Uh, 85. If you're a younger viewer and you're not familiar with Wizard Magazine, it no longer exists. There is like a Wizard World online, I think. They just went to a digital magazine format kind of thing. But they had a printed publication that ran most of the 90s, I think. I don't remember exactly what year they started. And it finished up about 2011, maybe, something like that. I think they ceased publication. Yeah, it was a price guide, but it just had all kinds of great stories and articles and gimmicks. You got free posters, free trading cards, free all kinds of just gifts and things that you could send away for if you had subscriptions to Wizard. This was number 88. It's kind of an interesting cover there. And number 186 with Kiss, Gene Simmons on the front, and Buffy as well. So yeah, I'm just putting together a nice stack. I've got quite a few. You can see in the cabinet there behind me, all those magazines you see on that shelf are all Wizard magazines, so these will be going into that collection as well. I still have a limit of 10 pounds that I cannot lift more than 10 pounds because of the breastbone being cracked open. Sometimes I forget that, and sometimes I forget how much a stack of magazines can weigh, and that's pretty darn close to 10 pounds. You'd be amazed how much it pulls on your breastbone, and quite frankly, it hoits. Yeah. Also picked up a nice little novelty book, Comic Book Guy's Book of Pop Culture, from The Simpsons. This is a fun little book. Just full of all kinds of things about comics and movie collecting, toy collecting, basically being a geeky nerd, which most of us are if you're watching this channel. Yes, the T-shirt walks among us. So anyway, yeah, I picked that up. I think I paid $1 for that. It was nice to have. Got one Funko Pop figure, and this one's pretty cool actually. This is a Midtown Comics exclusive figure. So I paid a few extra bucks for it, but it's nice to have because it's Batman, and I really love the costume on here. It's the Thrill Killer Batman, which is that from a video game, I think, Thrill Killer? I don't know. I wasn't really familiar with Thrill Killer and what that was. I just saw the figure and thought, man, the costume looked really cool, and I wanted to have that, being a Batman fan. So I just love the red Bats logo and the red belt on the black costume there. You can see on the front, Midtown Comics exclusive. So that was a nice figure to add. There was the back of the box and the side of the box. You can get a better look at what the figure was without all the glare on there. So yeah, thought that was nice, little pickup. Wanted to add to Funko Pops. I'm starting to get more and more into those. That's for sure. Okay, a few other things. Oh, talking about back issues. One of my most recent video clips, or videos that I did. Video clips sound like a news team, don't it? One of the most recent videos that I did, I mentioned that I had completed the Marvel comic 1980 Star Trek series and showed those off. And then I mentioned that I had also recently completed the Marvel 1977 Tarzan series and said that I was pretty sure that I'd shown those to you guys already. And then one of my viewers, Sleepy Reader 666, Damien, made a comment that he didn't remember seeing those, the Tarzan run, and I was pretty sure that I had. So just in case, real quick, let me go through and show you those, because I was real happy to have completed that series. This was a 29 issue run, and those don't need to go there. 29 issue run, again from 1977. So here was issue number 1. I'm a big Tarzan fan. The big reason how I got started, of course, I'm of that era as a child. A lot of Saturday afternoons, there would be Saturday afternoon movies, and you would, on local TV, but way before cable was even on the scene. And local TV would show westerns, or they would show some of the Jason and the Argonauts, or a Sinbad movie. And then quite often we would get Tarzan movies, those kinds of things. And, I just loved the Tarzan movies, where guys would get swallowed up with quicksand. I was fascinated and terrified of quicksand. I just knew there was going to be quicksand one day in my backyard, and I was going to die by drowning in quicksand, because they were in all the Tarzan movies. And I've got a collection of those, especially the Johnny Weissmuller movies. To me, he was Tarzan. I sort of liked that TV show, the Ron Eli, but it didn't, it was okay, it would do, but I really liked the Johnny Weissmuller stuff. And so Tarzan was just one of those heroes. Tarzan, Lone Ranger. Tarzan was one of those guys that I kind of grew up with as a kid, along with all the superhero stuff as well. So there was number 1, number 2, number 3. I talked so much, so let's get through these. Number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7. This one is actually the worst shaped book that I have in the set, and I'm going to try to replace that one day. But I do have, it's readable, I do have number 7 there in the collection. Number 8, number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9, number 10, number 11, 12, Things of Death, like that, 13, 14, 15, speed it up here a little bit, and then you can pause to look at the covers if you want to, 16, 17, 18, 19, this issue needs to be replaced as well. I will look for that. Better copies one day. 20, 21, and I have 2 of those. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I have 2 number 27s. 28, which of course has a King Kong nod, homage cover there. And then the last issue, number 29, has sort of a Titanic homage to it as well. So yeah, that was the 29 issue series, which I also recently completed along with the Marvel Star Trek series as well. So yeah, just for the heck of it, I'll show you. I had these stuck with it. This was a 2-issue series from Marvel. 2-issue limited series, Tarzan of the Apes. That was issue number 1 and issue number 2 as well. So I had those placed with it as well. I don't see 1983. 1983 is the year on that one. So those others were 77. That was 83 on there. All right, so got through that. I wanted to show you those. Now, I also mentioned, let me take another sip. Trying to drink water. Water. Just need it for everything. I don't have to tell you guys, water is the key to life, right? So I'm trying to drink tons and tons of it every day. They're saying now if you really truly want to be healthy, I've heard you drink like, 60 ounces of water a day, and then it was 80 ounces of water a day, and then now I'm hearing if you really truly want to stay healthy, you should drink half your body weight in ounces. So if you're a 200-pound man, you're supposed to be drinking 100 ounces of water a day. If you're over 250 pounds, like yours truly, then you'd be drinking what, 120 something, 120, 130 ounces of water a day. I just don't know how you could do that. You could just be constantly swallowing water all day long. But I am trying to drink a lot, as much as I can. And they've got me on a water pill, so you know what that means. Excuse me, I gotta go, kind of thing. But I have gotten into more manga reading, and I don't know how many of you guys out there that watch this channel are into manga, or manga, as we say here in the South. Manga, I have not been a huge manga reader. I've kind of started on it, and then I kind of got off of it and started and this is like my third, excuse me, my nose is itching, my third time. I just read it when I get the urge to, and I stop when I don't. I'm always reading comics. Now I'm trying to read a little manga along with it. I don't have any trouble with the right to left and back to front concept. I can go in or out. I thought that would bother me, but after I read 1 or 2 volumes of manga, I had no problem with it whatsoever once I got the concept down. But I've actually just ordered today a whole slew of manga books as well, but I've picked up a few more that I've been reading. I've gotten into a series called Toriko. And this is actually volume number 2. I finished volume number 1. And this is crazy. If you like Chew, if you like the comic series Chew, you might want to check this one out. It's kind of along the same line, not identical, but it's reminiscent of Chew. It just says on the back of the book, in a savage world ruled by the pursuit of the most delicious foods, it's either eat or be eaten. While searching for the tastiest foods imaginable, gourmet hunter Torrico travels the world with his bottomless stomach, facing every beast in his way. So he goes out and he's hired to hunt for these delicious foods, both plant and animal and all of that stuff. And in this issue, he needs help when he's hired to capture the rare and delicious puffer whale, that kind of thing. And there's a picture of the delicious and rare puffer whale. Just trying to see if I can find a good picture of Torrico. Well, might as well just start right there on the front as well. I read the first volume and thought it was really funny, and it's fast-paced. I mean, super fast. So I'm going to continue reading that till it gets boring. Being the sports enthusiast, I love this series called Slam Dunk. This was issue 8 or volume 8. I have a couple of more volumes of this on the way. It's just a fun basketball, high school basketball manga kind of thing, and the adventures of what goes on there. This one I just got yesterday, and all except for the last 20 or so pages, which I'll finish off tonight. I read it all in one sitting and ordered the other 2 volumes of this. This was volume 1 of a series called No Longer Human. Very different kind of manga. Deals with depression, loneliness, and identity in this world, which sounds like a depressing kind of book, but if you are ever a person who sort of suffers from that like I do, if you suffer from depression and just wonder where you are and how you fit in this world sometimes, this would be a really good book to read. I mean, it really kind of speaks a lot of things that I have felt. And yeah, that's the back cover. This particular series actually reads typically from front to back and left to right, like American comics would. So this one is very adult centered. There's a lot of sex, a lot of graphic language and stuff like that that's in there, but it's actually fun. I'm also reading Death Note. I've got some updated volumes of that. I've got some new books that I ordered that I'm waiting on as well. So yeah, I'm kind of getting back into manga reading, and we'll share my adventures with this as I go along too, along with the comics and stuff like that. Just started this week trying to collect the Dr. Pepper Avengers cans. I have not been able to get out and see the movie yet. Hope to do that the next week or two. The only one I've able to pick up so far is number 2 of the 7 can series, which is Iron Man. I don't know if you guys are collecting those as well. I've picked up about 3 or 4 of these. Would like to collect all of those as well. So still got a few other things that I'd like to show you sometime that I've been picking up. Been picking up a lot of trading cards, both sports and non-sports. Trying to figure out a way to share those with you that's not real boring, how to look at trading cards and that kind of thing. So, but I am going to do a second video later today, and it's a tag video. I'm not going to share what the tag is. Hopefully you'll tune in for that one as well. But anyway, as usual, if you like what you see, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Tell your friends and family and neighbors about it. And leave your comments below. Would love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and until next time, bye.